with Unc and Neph. Man, but boy, we got some stuff for y'all tonight, so y'all make sure y'all stay tuned and listen to the whole show. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the panel tonight. We got Angelo to my far left, owner and CEO of Uptown Comedy Corner. He's gonna be bringing it. We got Hollywood to my next left. He's gonna be bringing it. And these are my regulars that come on here all the time. And then we got Weightball to my right. You know, right. Special guest Weightball. And before I continue, you know, with the show, I gotta ask you this question, Weightball. How the hell? I mean, how did you get the name Weightball?
Look at him.
Well,
how did you get the name Weightball? I'm just curious.
Right. It's an old name, really. It is like, I mean, you know, it's a play on 8 Ball. You know what I'm saying? So round, black. You know, 8 Ball got a couple different connotations in, you know, different situations, and all of them applied at one point. You know, sometimes some of them other situations don't apply now, but. Really, it's a lot of people call me Weight or Ball from when they grew up with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some people use the whole name. When I started doing comedy, you know, I didn't want to use my regular name, so I used Weightball because it was already a name that people used for me. So.
Okay, I got you. But anyway, like I said, Weightball's our special guest tonight, and he performs here at Uptown Comedy Corner. Y'all got to come check him out whenever he's out here. He's funny as hell. Yeah. So I wanted, and he knows sports. So I wanted to make sure he, you know, I asked him, I begged him, I blew up his phone for like a week, making sure that he was going to come on this show. So anyway, let's get on point. So, man, we're going to start out on point with Unc and Neph. Ja Morant. Ja Morant. And you know, I can't even sing my song, Ja, oh Ja. I can't sing it. But Angelo, you know, I'm gonna let you take the lead on this because you're an advocate of gun violence and, you know, everything that's going on. You've spoken that on your podcast plenty of times. I've actually spoken on my podcast plenty of times of what's going on with gun violence in this country. So, Angelo, go ahead.
Well, you know, I think this is not even a scenario of gun violence. This is just a scenario of ignorance at its highest form. To me, you know, when you have, you know, there's been a lot of people talking about, well, you're gonna, you know, it's NRA and it's not against the law, but it's against the contract. And the NBA is a private organization, and you work under a contract, and you have a clause in your contract, and it's just, so to me, it's just ignorance, you know, beyond the gun situation, you know. And I'm a gun owner. I'm not against guns. I'm against dumb people with guns,
right? Right.
You know, and this is the definition of a dumb person. Right. With the gun. When you just got suspended for this,
right?
For this same thing. Why in the world would you do it again? I mean, it's just.
And you're the face of the NBA. You're the face of the NBA.
Used to be.
Yeah.
This guy's going to be suspended from the NBA. This guy's going to lose every endorsement he has. You know, this guy, you worked your whole career to get to a certain level. You have a $290-something million contract, man, and all these endorsements, and you decide, I'm going to listen to NBA Youngboy, and I'm going to hold up a gun in a live video. You weren't caught with it. You put yourself on a live video.
Live video.
Right.
Just the epitome of stupid.
I'm just saying, I think, yeah, we could all look back and judge him and say he's stupid for that. But at the same time, I mean, I'm pretty sure an NBA contract ain't I'm sure it's a whole lot of fine print. Like, really, if you at your house playing with a video and it get leaked, you know, I mean, I just feel like videos can get leaked. It ain't, you know,
He went live. He went live. Weightball. He went live. He went live.
So I just want to say, what's the word in the contract? Because I'm pretty
the
sure
word in the contract. The word in the contract is no NBA player allowed to carry guns. That's their contract.
Right. You can't own a gun?
Y'all remember Gilbert Arenas,
they're not allowed
right?
to carry guns.
Yeah.
That's in their contract. They have security. If you feel like you're in threat, they offer NBA security. They recommend your team security. But an NBA player in their contracts are not allowed to carry guns in their contract.
And he just got
signed.
But carry can mean
it's in your hand,
I'm
brother.
outside. Yeah, so that means I'm literally cannot hold a gun.
It's in your hand.
You can't go to a gun range as an NBA.
It's a clause. The NBA is a private business. They're in the entertainment business. Their image is like the NFL. Their image is everything. And so they have certain clauses in place to prevent you from ruining their image. That's one of the clauses.
I don't necessarily think people, we act like it's image. It's really be a black thing. It be about controlling Negroes. Still today, it's about controlling black people.
He went with Negroes.
I don't call them out their name. It was my first time on the podcast, and then
$263 million reason to not carry a gun.
That was
You got 263 million reasons.
Versus even how you even know that's a real gun? Why don't he just say it's a fake gun? It's a toy gun. I'd be like, y'all stupid. I'm doing this for the camera. I mean, that's literally to me like you watching a music video and then you trying to lock everybody up for what they do in a music video. I'm just saying. The brother is not like he out here acting a fool. Well, he do be acting a fool a little bit, and he be on camera most.
Yeah.
But he ain't taping himself.
Yeah.
Don't it be somebody else taping him? It's not like
the first time it was on his page, his phone.
He uploaded.
The second time, his homeboy is on live, and he points it to you, and you point your gun up.
I would interpret you can't carry a gun as I can't carry a gun outside on my body like that. But if you saying I can own a gun, you telling me I can't never hold a gun like that's. I mean,
It's not a matter. It's not telling you can't hold a gun. You went live, bro. If you're in your house, nobody knows you have a gun. Why would you put it in public display? That's the issue.
Twice
you went public with it.
Right.
Nobody knows. If you had a gun in your house, you can have 1,000 guns in your house. Who cares? But don't go live with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't go live with it.
Hey, let me.
That's no excuse no more. You just got suspended for it.
Let me
You
interrupt.
just got suspended for it.
He was out in the streets with the gun, though.
He lost
Yeah, he was
$600,000.
That's a little different when you out in the streets versus you in the house.
He missed 8 games and lost $600,000. That's not enough reason for you to say, man, I'm never gonna do this again. And you do it again.
Right, and you do it again. Well, he had been doing it. He had been doing it, and he actually got caught again because the videos were actually old. You know, it ain't like the video came out yesterday. These were the videos that he had. It's just the video got put out and he got busted with the video. But let me interrupt real quick, and I apologize. I forgot to interrupt another one of my co-hosts. You know, let me bring in Pete, Pistol Pete, Tommy Lenore. You with us, Pete?
I sure am, man. I've been waiting over here chomping at the bit.
I know. Go ahead. I know you have, and thanks for your patience, bro. Go ahead and speak, bro.
I almost bit half my lip off while listening to y'all talk. I want to get some clarity. I'm gonna get some clarity to our new guest. What's his name? Weightball.
Weightball.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Okay. Weightball, you can own firearms. That's in the Constitution. You can own firearms. But what D'Angelo was saying.
Take out the D. Take out the D, Pete. Take out the D.
Oh, my bad. My bad. He ain't making videos with his shirts off. Hey, but he can't be out brandishing firearms in public and showing that shit in a negative light. And they call that conduct detrimental to the league, not to his team, to the league. So therefore, he's already been suspended 8 games, and he can be suspended possibly the whole season. Do I think it's going to be the whole season? No, probably be half the season. I think that would be maybe lenient. But hey, Angelo said something else. He said it was ignorance, and ignorance is not knowing. That shit was stupid. That was stupidity personified. And that's what I'm going to call it. This guy, he just signed a 5-year extension for $230 million. That's $46 million a year. And now he gonna have to give up half of that because he just want to be a gangster. You know, he trying to live stuff that rappers are doing in videos. Do you know how many rappers want to be ball players? Think about that. Right. Anybody can be a fucking gangster. I mean, excuse me for cursing, man, but I'm just so livid with this topic because it just seems like maybe 3 episodes we talked about the stupid stuff he did back in March.
Right.
But it's just ridiculous.
Oh,
and we found excuses.
Right.
Maybe he needs some mentors. Maybe his dad needs to step up. We gave this dude every little loophole to get out of this situation the first time. But this time, bro, I'm with you, Ray. I'm sick of your ass. You need to really sit down. Maybe Mike Vick, maybe Allen Iverson can, have a one-on-one with this cat and get his mind right because he's messing up. He's messing up not only his money, he messing up the church's money. He messing up his generational wealth money. He messing up every damn thing.
Right. And he's only 24 years old, too. But he's still a grown-ass man. He's 24 years old, but he's a grown-ass man on top of that. I'm going to
tell you like this. I was watching another sports program today, and my grandson came in the room, and he was like, Papa, why did Ja get suspended? And I said he was playing with guns. And he looked at me. And I said, you understand, you're not supposed to play with guns. And he said, yeah. I said, that's a bad thing to be playing with guns. I said, guns they're meant for killing, not to be played with. I said, do you understand that? And my grandson is like 9 years old. And he said, yeah, I understand. So if my grandson gets it, why the hell a 23 or 24-year-old millionaire can't get it?
Give your grandson $100 million and see how much he follow your direction. That's all I'm saying.
I bet he will.
$100 million keep apple far from the tree.
I'm gonna keep pressing ass. But think about what's eventually gonna happen. Either he's gonna get caught in a situation where he's gonna be forced to use that firearm, or he gonna become another Plaxico Burress, where he shoots himself or he gonna shoot somebody on accident because he keep playing with them damn loaded guns. So I don't know what to tell him. Stop it.
Yeah.
Right. So let me ask the panel a question and Pete as well. What should happen to Ja Morant? I mean, where do we move forward with this? He's had a couple of chances. I know that Memphis has suspended him but it's off season now. You know what I'm saying? So what? I'm suspended off season. What should happen to him moving forward as far as when the NBA season starts next year? Angelo. Okay. Let's go, Angelo.
I hope he gets suspended, a minimum of 30 games. Maybe half the season. I don't think the whole season, but I think it has to be something significant that if that doesn't wake you up, the only other recourse is out the door. But he can't. They coddled him the last time. You know what I mean? You can't coddle him again.
But does Memphis stay with him or do they get rid of him?
Well, naturally depends on the contract. I mean, just signed an extension, so and it's guaranteed money. Yeah. So Memphis ain't gonna,
they ain't gonna give it that money.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
They on the hook.
Right.
I think Memphis need to be working to just hide all bad videos and keep the money. I mean, if Ben Roethlisberger out here getting all type of assault charges and they sweep it under the rug, they need to just act like it ain't happening, man. They tell them it's a toy gun.
Ben didn't go live.
I'm just saying, tell them it's a toy gun or whatever.
Hollywood.
And I feel like we coming down on this, brother. I'm just saying, all the time you see pictures of white families and they kids with guns and hunting.
Right.
The only reason we saying he holding a gun in a negative light is because a black man with a gun is always scary. Right. Always scary. You can have 100 little white people with super artillery, right? Big things. These little white people holding big things. Ja Morant got a handgun. You can't shoot nothing but 12 people. Maybe 15. It ain't like he finna roll down
that
your
ain't
block.
Enough, though. That ain't enough. Weightball. Come on.
It's not like one of these little kids gonna rob.
You saying he could just take out 12 people? Come on.
You know what I'm saying? If you got hundreds of millions of dollars and you just want to dance with your pistol,
Nah,
Hollywood, your mic, bro.
Hey, Weightball, he been taking too many weight balls. You feel me? Yeah. Your theories hold off. It's all the way off, man. Ja from South Carolina, I'm going to be honest, not necessarily just with the team. Ja got to take responsibility for himself.
Right.
You feel me? All his people around him, they recording, they putting them on live. Those are the people that hurting you besides yourself.
Right.
Surround yourself around people that's going to help you get your greatness, or cut them loose, hire security, do what you need to do. Now, honestly, they should give him the whole year. They just gave this man a chance last time. You going to turn around and do it again?
I agree with you.
Man,
I agree with you.
Bro,
Send a message. Send the damn message.
You got to send a message. You got Zion out. You was the number 2 pick in the league, bro. You messing it up. Everybody looking at you. Everybody want to jump just like Ja. They got songs after you, bro. Take advantage of your moment, bro. You ain't got to be no gangster. You done did that.
Right. Send a message.
Be a billionaire.
Pete.
Get rid of him.
He wasn't a gangster though. That's the whole point. You never were a gangster. You came from a 2-family household and a medium income. You weren't a gangster. You didn't live that way. Stop trying to be something you're not. That's the problem.
Maybe he watched too many episodes of Power.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know. But
I'm gonna just say sometimes it ain't always the poor people that some people just gravitate to that life. I know people with 2 parents and they still was more gangster than me. They were still more apt to go get a pistol, go rob something, just because even if you middle income, if you comparing yourself to what these people rapping about, you still got to go kill somebody for that much money. That type of money don't even come in middle America. They dreaming of Gucci's and mansions and Lambos. Yeah. I'm just saying, you ain't got to always be dirt poor to want to rob somebody or want to come up quick.
Pete, go ahead, Pete.
You do got a good point.
Everything Weightball just said. It just goes back to what me and Angelo said earlier. That shit is ignorant and stupidity. If you come from a positive background, when your parents, you got both parents in the household and they're trying to do right by you to make sure you can prosper and go out to this world and be a good citizen, and you want to do dumb shit like that, that's on you. So all this shit he done is unexcusable, and I don't think the league is going to excuse him. You know.
I think they're getting ready to hem his ass up. I think they are.
I think the league got more to lose than he do.
Oh yeah, the league does. No, but they still. You know what? They got a brand. They got a brand. They got to protect.
It's $1 billion business.
Yeah, they got a brand.
With
they got
or
to
without
protect.
Ja Morant.
Right.
Hey, everybody thought, what's going to happen in basketball when Magic Johnson retires?
Angelo.
Here come Michael Jordan. What's going to happen when Michael Jordan retires? Here come Kobe.
Right.
Well, when Kobe retires, here come LeBron. The NBA is going to move.
They got a brand they got to protect, bro.
It ain't stopping, bro.
No, I'm not saying they gonna stop, but I'm just saying in
fish
terms
in
of
a big
Memphis.
pond.
No,
I'm sure Memphis sales gonna go down.
They about to put some fire up his ass.
If you leave them on, you gonna make money. Ain't nobody gonna stop coming to the game. They want to see him. And all that stuff sells. Sex, guns, all of that stuff sells.
Right. I'm predicting a year suspension with him. I don't think he's going to be playing ball next year. Yeah. Not after 2 episodes of this. You know what I'm saying? One they'll let you get away with, but it's like Angelo said. The NBA has a brand they have to protect. Ja Morant don't make their brand. He does not make their brand. And the NBA is not going to step in and let somebody get away with this and mess with their pockets because he wanted to go out and do stupid shit, which he did.
But this the same NBA that put Kyrie on for suspension just for sharing the movie.
But let me.
So you can't side with them and know that they ain't right, and you know that they.
But let me just say this. Let me just say this, Weightball. In any job that you have. Any job, there's rules and regulations that you got to go by. Whether we like them or not, there's rules and regulations. Your job, every job everybody has, there's rules in place. Yeah. If I tell you this is not allowed at my job and you decide to do it anyway,
right?
There's repercussions to that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's beyond what you can and can't do. There's certain things the job says this is not allowed. And you want to be defiant anyway. You know what I mean? So we just got to put them in perspective. What example is this guy giving to these other people, and how you going to affect other people coming behind you with these guaranteed contracts? You're going to start hurting these guaranteed contracts. These folks going to be like, man, we can't get no more guaranteed contracts because we can't have another Ja Morant sitting around here. And I got paid a guy $263 million, and he want to hold a deal.
They will gamble on a garbage white boy in a day.
Yeah.
So let it go. I mean, we acting like
who a garbage on the
He's still jumping out the gym, but he's still putting up points. That's all he got to do, man.
But that's why he probably jumping out the gym, because he was getting shot at. You mean? But think about it. Your child, your son, you got an 8-year-old idolized Ja Morant, and now this is his image of him. Oh, okay. I gotta have handguns. I gotta show off. And he got a handgun and he playing around you. And he end up shooting one of your family, your wife, whatever the case may be. You feel me?
I'm not endorsing playing with guns, but
that's what he's
doing.
doing.
If you see one video and he got a gun, was he?
It's multiple videos, bro.
I'm saying the latest one.
Did he
have a gun to his head?
He had it out. This is the second video with a gun.
It's
the second video with a gun. The fifth incident involving a gun. Remember, he had the incident at the mall where he showed up with a gun. He had an incident with a kid in the backyard. They show up with a gun. You know what I mean? It's like you're just repeatedly having incidents with these guns, and it's a bad image.
And
it's a bad image.
You got way too much money, man. This man a billionaire, bro.
Right.
I hire folks with guns because I can just send a signal. They gonna get you. You feel me? Why I got to show what I got?
Hey, yo. Pete, close us out on this so we can move on to the next segment, because I'm sitting here getting mad. My veins popping out. Pete, close us out on this segment with Ja.
Okay. All I got to say, we talking about brands and we talking about the NBA brand. But how about this? He's a role model whether he realizes it or not.
Right.
Those NBA players are forced in that position once they sign that contract. He ain't even protecting his own brand.
Right.
Powerade didn't drop him. They just released his first shoe last month from Nike, and they might go ahead and release the second shoe next season because they're already made. Because you know where they're getting made at, so they probably got 5 million pair ready to go out already. But if you can't protect your own brand, how can I depend on you to protect the league's brand, bro? It ain't about black or white. This ain't no black or white issue, because I guarantee you, if John would have been hunting with his dad in the woods and shooting pheasants or on a safari in Africa with a gun in his hand, it wouldn't be this big of a deal. It's just him doing stupid shit, riding around with stupid, boy, I'm just so hot. It's stupid MFs that ain't trying to take care of him or help him take care of himself. That's why I'm so frustrated with this. Because I'm frustrated with gun violence most of all, but just the youth, man, is just like they don't seem to have a care. It's like it's a video game with them when it comes to guns.
Right.
And I'm done with that. But hey, man, let's talk about these playoffs, right?
All right, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on next segment. Thank y'all for your input on that. Great input. I appreciate y'all. You know, good positive input, and hopefully, the viewers gonna chime in and and take heed to to what us old school people up here talking about. I mean, it's just gotta stop, man. It really does. It just gotta stop. And like I said, we all from Atlanta, and we see it every day, and we're tired of it. We really are. So anyway, we're gonna move on to on point, off point, and we're gonna get into some NBA now. Yeah. So on point, off point. We're gonna talk about before we get into the NBA playoffs and all that. We're gonna talk about on point, off point with the coaching moves, which is huge right now. And I'm going to start out with Angelo, and then we're going to roll around with the panel. On point, off point. Monty Williams, on point.
On point.
Should he have been fired?
Yes.
Angelo, go.
Unfortunately, but yes, I think so.
I agree.
Yeah.
What's your reason behind that, Angelo?
Well, the team seems stagnant. You know, you added an additional piece, although I don't think you couldn't get the full aspect of KD, saying he hadn't been there long enough, but the team just seems stagnant, and I didn't see adjustments being made. I saw the adjustments from the other side, but I didn't see it on that end. So I just think sometimes it takes a different voice, man. It's unfortunate. I'm always for the brothers. I always root for them, but I think you'll get another opportunity somewhere else.
Right. Hollywood, on point, off point.
Definitely on point. On point. When KD came in, he I felt like he lost his team. He didn't know what to do. I don't know if it was enough management not backing him, giving him the support that he needed, but he got to go. But he'll definitely get another job. I mean, he just got to learn how to coach multiple superstars and handle his team.
Right. Weightball, on point, off point.
I mean, how long was he really coaching there?
4 years.
4 years.
4 years?
Yep.
Phoenix been great over the last 4 years. I'm just saying that's what we talking about, right?
I wouldn't say great.
I wouldn't
But
say
they've
crazy.
been better. The only time I've seen them this good was back when they had Nash and Stoudemire, and then before that it
Right.
was Barkley. So I mean, that's like every
You're right
10
there.
years they actually decent now.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, I would have gave him at least one more season. He can have one more season.
Pete, on point, off point.
I'm going off point, fellas, and I'm gonna say this. And Weightball kind of hit on it. Before Monty Williams got there, they was the laughing stock of the NBA, and especially in the Western Conference.
What did it laughing
No.
stock though in the West?
Garbage, man.
Yes, they was. I think
Okay.
the season before they got there, I think they only won like 19 or 20 games before Monty Williams got there.
Yeah.
Then they
yeah.
went to the they went into the bubble, and they thought they still had a chance to make the playoffs in the bubble. And they went in the bubble and won 8 games in a row. Didn't lose, but they still didn't make the playoffs. Came back, guess what? They go to the finals. They lose. Monty Williams, coach of the year. The year after that, they run off 64 victories. And now, on and on and on. I understand that nobody likes to lose in the playoffs. But damn, you come from a shithole, bro. You can't be pissed off, because the coach just can't get you there to the mountaintop all the time. And I think what's my man, Ayton, him and Ayton's relationship wasn't the rockiest, and I think Ayton played a part in getting him fired. But I know for a fact, Ishba has never seen eye to eye with Monty Williams. And Ishba is the new owner, the same dude that Djokovic knocked down in the stands a couple of weeks ago. But Ishba didn't see eye to eye with Monty Williams, and he's the one that basically came in there and took control of the team because James Jones is the general manager, and he don't make no calls no more.
All right.
James Jones didn't have nothing to say. James Jones had nothing to say about Durant coming there. The owner did that. He brokered that deal himself.
All right. Okay.
So-
Okay. My turn. First of all, I'm gonna start out with this. Pete and Weightball, y'all done lost your damn mind on this, man.
Nah,
You have
bro.
lost your
Nah,
damn
bro.
mind.
Talk to
Okay.
him, huh?
Let me start out with this. Okay. Monty Williams came in there. He turned it around. He did all that. But this is what's going on now, league. Okay, in the last 2 years, they embarrassed the hell out of themselves as a team, as a coach. They had a home court advantage. Last year, they embarrassed the hell out of themselves with Dallas and lost by 30 points in their backyard. And then they turned around and did the same shit this year. The same exact thing this year. This is a pay me now league. Yeah. What have you done for me lately, league? This ain't what, oh yeah, money came in and turned around. They were way better than what they was 4 years. We don't give a damn about that. We give a damn about results. Especially the talent level that you've had. You've had Red Boy Booker, then you had Durant this year, and then last year you had all those players. And I would give Monty this. They made a mistake in trading what they had. Because when they got rid of Cam Johnson and they got rid of what's the other boy they got rid of? Pete, help me out. Bridges. That hurt them. And their bench was weak as hell. But you turned around and do the exact same thing that you did last year? You know, and then another thing too with Phoenix, you got a whole new ownership. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole new ownership that went out and paid Kevin Durant all that money, which, by the way, Kevin Durant, where were you in the playoffs, bro? Where were you? But anyway,
Exactly.
So we're going to move on.
Let me ask you this, let me ask you this question real quick. The coach is coach, right? And the players play. So why is Monty Williams coaching the same players that he done had for the last 4 years? Minus two, take two off and give him a superstar. It's on the damn players, man. The players is the one that play the game.
Pete, you used to play for me, bruh. You used to play for me. Do you think I should have accepted 30-point losses with the squad that we had? You being the best player on the squad, you know. Do you think I would have accepted? Do you think that I would have accepted, or anybody should have? Do you think Colonel Williams would have accepted, you know, 2 30-point losses in our gym to Cam's? I don't know. Nobody understand that, but
Coach, you nailing down my argument for me. Because like I said, it's the players. Your players made you look great. All you can do is go over there.
No, I made y'all ass look great.
It's our talent to go out there and get the job done.
I ain't make you look great, but I made everybody else look great.
You're welcome, sir.
All right. We're gonna move on. No. I got one more thing as far as coaches go. On point, all point. Doc Rivers should be fired. Angelo.
On point, 100%.
Me too.
I mean, what he's done, man, is Doc has been very consistent in being a regular season coach and choking the playoffs.
Yep.
And when he chokes
every
bad.
year.
And
Every year.
You can't lose that many series after leading 3-2 and can't close out nothing. You know what I mean? And it just sits there. You know, he barely calls a timeout. He just sits there and watches. It's like, hey man,
6-10.
You gonna call the timeout anytime soon? You don't see what we watching here?
In Game 7 closeout games over his career.
It's time to retire.
Right, Hollywood.
Definitely on point. Doc, you gotta go. You feel me? Doc, you done had your time. It's time for you to sit on, relax, you know. Boom.
No, he don't get another head coaching job. Because it's going to be a dumbass organization that keeps hiring him.
He just need to call plays.
Weightball, on point, off point. Doc Rivers.
Well, he ain't got no more kids coming out of college that he can bring on his team and coach, right? If he out of kids, I guess it's on point, man. He ain't got no help.
So you saying Austin was his last hope?
Well, you know, he had something to coach for. He was like, it's part of his fatherhood, part of his duty, you know. But if he ain't got no more,
Yeah.
Who is his son-in-law, Bo?
Steph Curry brother.
Yeah.
Seth Curry. That's his son-in-law. You're right. Pete, on point, off point.
I ain't gonna say on point or off point. I'm just gonna point. How about that? This is the deal. I can find so many reasons because Doc is 10-0. 0-10. My bad. He's 0-10 in the last big games.
Thank you.
But still.
So you're on point there. Don't even try to sugarcoat it.
No. Let me go back to what I said earlier. It's the players.
No. Hear
me out. Hear me out. I got my little
man,
sheet
you
right here.
lost your damn mind, but go ahead.
How can Harden hit 42 in one game and then come back and hit 45 in the third game? And then in a game 7, he hits 9. He didn't even take a shot in the fourth quarter of games 5, 6, and 7. That's ridiculous. Now I'm gonna get on my boy Embiid, my fellow Jayhawk. but I'm gonna give him the rap too.
But you know what? You know what though, Pete? Me and you talk.
Embiid checked that out the game 5 when he went in the locker room and went into the presser, and he was complaining about him not getting the ball in the fourth quarter. He had checked out then.
Pete, me and you talked about.
He came back yesterday and laid an egg, 15 points.
What adjustment? What adjustment?
Go ahead, Angelo.
What adjustment did Doc make for that? What did Doc do about it?
That's what we talked about last night, didn't we, Pete?
Nothing.
You a coach. You know what? You know what? You know what? Thank you, Angelo, for bringing up that point. Because me and Pete talked exactly about this last night. Hold on, Pete. Pete, let me talk for a minute. Let me talk for a minute. You scared to let me talk.
Go ahead.
Pete, let me talk. We talked about this last night, and Angelo hit it dead on the nail. What adjustments did Doc Rivers do? Embiid did not touch the ball for 4 minutes and 30 damn seconds of that game. You as a coach, I don't give a damn. If you're in charge of that team, then I don't care. I mean, we talked about this last night, and your argument was, yeah, Embiid got to step up to the plate. You got to step up to the plate. No. Doc Rivers got to step up to the plate. Embiid is the MVP of the league. You know what I'm saying? He did not touch the ball in that game, in a close game, in a closeout game at home in Philly. You call a timeout or you do what the hell you need to do to make sure Embiid is touching that ball. I don't give a damn if he wasn't motivated. I don't give a damn if his players didn't know what to do. You call a timeout and you make the necessary adjustments. And it's just like what Angelo just said. Rivers did nothing to compensate for what was going on in that last 4 minutes. So you can sit here and argue with me all you want, and I'm going to tell you done lost your damn mind. Angelo going to tell you done lost your damn mind. But you know what? As a head coach, you're responsible for that, bruh. You are responsible for that as a head coach.
He can't make that man shoot. Embiid shot like 13 shots yesterday. He can't make Embiid shoot. You think about the game, who's you gonna put in there?
He can though. He can make him shoot.
Games in the series.
He call plays for him.
No, he can call plays for him, but they still got to perform.
Go ahead, Hollywood.
They still got to perform.
Hold on, Pete. Pete, let Hollywood chime in.
Pete, you want to put it all on the players, but like if the coach is giving you the ball and that's Embiid, I mean, one of the best players in the NBA. 11 for 13, unacceptable, and Doc should have made the call, and he didn't. It ain't no player's fault. He wanted the ball. That's why he's mad.
Weightball.
I'm going to just say Embiid ain't never really showed up in the playoffs real good either now. Let's just not act like, Doc Rivers all of a sudden got a super strong play. Like he ain't no Jimmy Buckets or nothing.
Listen,
right.
Weightball, when you talk like that, let me know you ain't even got cable. Come on now.
I'm just saying, come on now. I'm just saying, when I look at, you looking at stats. You looking at stats. I'm looking at clutch plays.
I'm talking about just dominating the game, whether it's on offense or defense, rebounding.
What he be doing in the fourth quarter? Do he be winning games or do he be chilling? I ain't gonna say I seen him just be like, I'm the fourth quarter man, and we winning the playoff behind it.
But you know what? You know what though, Pete? Going back to our conversation last night, and I coach you, and you were my clutch player. You always was. If you was garbage going down in the and you told me, well, that wouldn't have never happened with me. But if you were garbage going down in that last, if you were garbage going into that last 4 minutes, and you weren't touching the ball, and you weren't even and look, I'm telling you this. I know who you are. You wouldn't have never done this. But I'm saying if you would have been if you would have been Joel Embiid, and looking at me from a coach's standpoint, and you had no interest, you were just sluggish or whatever, I would have pulled you to the side. First of all, I would have slammed my clipboard in your damn big ass head, and then I would have told you, Pete, You're my star player. You're the MVP of the league. Where you at? Where are you at? Doc Rivers did not do that. He did not do that. You know what I'm saying? And you can go back and say, and everybody can go back and say, and this is to you, Weightball, too. Yeah, the players don't play. They don't play. But you got hired as a coach to make them play. And they're the MVP. Embiid is the damn MVP of the league. Yeah. Not only is he on my all Mussy team, but he's also the MVP of the league. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, if you see that he's not stepping up, then you got to pull his ass to the side and tell him, play ball. Play ball. And if you do that, and then Embiid still don't come through, then you've done your job as a coach. He didn't do that. He hasn't done it for years. He won the chip. He won the chip in Boston. First of all, he was sorry as hell before he won the chip in Boston. The only reason he won the chip because he had Garnett, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce, the big three of that year. That's the reason why he won the chip.
Don't leave out Rondo. Rondo saved his
job. And Rondo. You're right. And Rondo. That's the reason why he won that chip. And then before he won that chip, what did he do? He had a Clipper team. He's always coached a bunch of stars. He's always had a star-written star team that he coached. He hasn't done nothing since the chip. And now after the chip, he has had Philly. James Harden, but James Harden, Embiid, and he's had enough where he could at least make it to the damn Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, at least make it there.
So didn't Philly just lose to? It was Boston, or was it Miami? Who they just lose to?
Boston. Game 7.
So that's what I'm saying. To me, Boston better than Philly. Like I would bet on Boston anyway. So you expecting them to do something they ain't supposed to do anyway.
You were supposed to win, and you beat them in Boston. You had a chance to close out at home, and you blew it. You blew it. You had to go back to Boston for Game 7. You should have never had to go back there.
Thank you, Angelo.
But that's because the MVP obviously ain't no killer like that. I'm just saying when they gave the MVP, did y'all honestly think he the best player in the league like that?
Yes, that year it could go. The MVP can always go between 2-3
Angelo hit it.
But some people more clutch than others. When I'm talking about you, the game-winning shooter, he ain't him.
Okay. Weightball. You gonna come back and say, okay, they got him to as far as they went to. But Angelo was on point with what we're talking about. Game 6. You're at home. And you know what? You weren't supposed to be up against Boston 3-2 anyway. You weren't supposed to be up Boston 3-2. You had an opportunity to go in with the MVP of the league and close that down. You do not want to go back to Boston. At home. And you blew it because Embiid did not touch the ball 4.5 minutes of the fourth quarter. And that's Doc Rivers' history. He comes, hey guys, we got to go ahead and go out here and keep doing what we're doing, and keep playing hard. How about this? Hey Joel, you're the MVP of the league. Let's go out and you have 4 minutes left. Let's dominate. He didn't do none of that, and he never has done none of that. I have never been a Doc Rivers fan. Never will. Never have. With
I
me,
believe they won that championship in Boston in spite of Doc Rivers. That's what I believe now.
Right.
They won that
So
championship
you
in
thought
spite
he
of
helped
Doc
back
Rivers.
then, but now
as I see it now, they won everything in spite of him, man.
Right. Pete, close the comments on our coaching.
And what Angelo just said, what Lo just said is why I say it's on the players. Because I also believe Boston, when they won in 2008, it was because of the will of the players. You had KG, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Rondo, and you Big Baby.
And
you had a
bench.
bunch of players on that bench.
Yeah.
You had the bench. They had more willpower than the coach. So
So you justifying what I'm saying then? You justifying what I'm saying?
I just said the players got to go play. Right. The coaches can draw X's and O's all they
want. Oh, hell no. You lost your damn
mind. Back then, too. Like, Paul Pierce was really like top 2 or 3 players in the league that year.
True.
He was a bad boy.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce ain't never been top 2 or 3 players in the league.
That year.
Who said that?
When they rolled him off the court, and then he came back, he almost died on the court. They took him out in a wheelchair, and then he done wheeled himself back in and put him another 30 points.
Nothing wrong with his head. Nothing wrong with his head.
Paul Pierce, he hit his funny bone, came back out, put water on his head. I'm gonna kill him this time. Funny bone.
But I'm not talking about I'm not like Paul Pierce. When I'm talking about top 3, I'm talking about like literally when a game on the line in the fourth quarter, Paul Pierce will go hit 9 points in a row. No matter who on him. For a certain time, he was that dude. Like, he would do that.
Who was let me ask you. I think
KG and you had Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question though, real quick, and then we got to move on.
On that team along with Paul.
Let me ask y'all a real quick question, and then we got to move on from this. Who was they calling the big 3. Who was the best big 3 out of that? Everybody want to say Kevin Garnett. So we're gonna eliminate him. But who was the next best 3 between Paul Pierce and Ray Allen? Angelo.
I mean, Paul Pierce was their guy. Ray Allen was always a sniper. His job was always just, to be that extra guy. You know what I mean? Right. So naturally gonna be Paul Pierce, but Ray Allen was a role player. He was just
right.
He was a man. He was a man in Milwaukee when he first came out.
He was a role player though.
He was. His job was to sit right out here and stand by. You know what I'm saying? When that ball come, you shoot it. That was his job.
Yeah, I mean,
Ray Allen. When do you recall Ray Allen?
I wouldn't call him a role player though.
I say that because when do you recall Ray Allen taking the game over?
No, he wasn't that.
Thank you. Anything outside that's a role.
You're right. He wasn't.
I know what game
Hollywood. Who do you think? Besides Kevin Garnett, who do you think was the Because I think we all can agree that
I'm
Kevin
taking
Garnett
Paul Pierce to me to be the better person on that team. The year that they won the championship, they would not have won without Paul Pierce that year. You could have swapped Kevin Garnett out with another big man of some kind of similar stature.
Hell no.
But you needed Paul Pierce.
KG was a dog.
To me, Paul Pierce was winning the games. When it came down to winning, who was going to win that game, it was Paul Pierce going to win them games.
Paul Pierce was just the face. Ray Allen did everything. Not only he was a spot-up shooter.
Not according to Angelo.
I'm just saying.
Not according to Angelo.
But I'm just saying. But if you paid attention to Ray Allen game, man, he actually played.
Angelo said he was a role player.
He actually played street ball. He had to transition his game, and he understood. For one, he's a lockdown defender. Paul Pierce ain't locking you down like that on defense.
Was Ray
Paul Pierce was a good defender, though.
Yes.
Paul Pierce was a defender when he had.
He got on glasses.
Paul Pierce was a defender when he had to be.
Now, Paul. I mean, who?
Paul Pierce was a defender when he had to be.
Yeah, Ray Allen was no.
Paul Pierce was a defender. To me, Paul Pierce always been slow. His mouth outplayed his game. To me, that's how I felt.
With Paul Pierce, I agree with you on Paul Pierce. I think Paul Pierce was the third fiddle on that team. So look, we gonna move on. Pete, you want any closing comments about what we was just talking about?
You're damn right I do. I've been sitting over here just looking at y'all. But anyway, when you got great teams with as big 3s, big 4s, and big 5s, you got to realize great players will be able to make sacrifices for their teammates for the betterment of the team.
That's correct.
So you got to look at the game where it was played back then. In 2008, they wouldn't shoot 3s like this. But Ray Allen's arsenal, where he was able to shoot the ball, it stretched the floor to give Kevin Garnett space on the inside. It allowed Paul Pierce to drive and do whatever. I mean, you got Kendrick Perkins. Who remembers Leon Pope?
I love Big Perk, by the way. I love Big Perk. Big Perk is my boy.
Guys was able to eat because everybody made
commentator, not basketball player.
And that's what championship teams are built on. You gotta have guys that's gonna be able to take sacrifices for the betterment of the team.
All right,
that's correct.
All right,
the best player on the team, I think, to me, was KG.
Oh yeah. We're not even talking about. We know he was he was
Paul Pierce, Ray Allen.
Yeah,
was
we already know he was.
188.
Yeah, we already know he was number one. That's why I eliminated him. Let's go ahead and move on. And Pete, I'm gonna let you lead off on this one to let us know and what's going on with the most important part of this show actually. What's going on? What's going on with the playoffs, bruh? And you know what? I'm gonna let y'all talk because I will bogart this conversation. Because as y'all can see, I'm already geared up. So that's why I wanted you to lead in on this, Pete, because I got to sit back. And it's going to be hard for me to refrain from anything that I have to say. That's why I want you to go ahead, Pete, and go ahead and lead us on into what's going on in the playoffs. Go, Pete.
Okay. So I'm gonna make you wait a little bit. I'm gonna keep you chomping at the bit.
I want you to make me wait. I'm waiting.
I'm not gonna
waiting.
give you what you want. Let's talk about the Heat and the Knicks for a minute. How about that? The Heat advanced over the Knicks in the 6th game of the series. Jimmy Buckets did his thing. Bam Adebayo did his thing. And the only person that showed up for New York basically was Brunson. He had almost damn near half of the points.
Yeah, you're right.
And they knocked them off, which everybody thought they was. When we did the show last weekend, we all picked Miami to go ahead and close these guys out. So I'm just gonna breeze over that. So now let's get to GS Dub and the LA Lakers.
see you making me anxious now, but go ahead.
So the LA Lakers was able to close out Golden State, right? And some of these numbers are spectacular for the Lakers because LBJ gave up 30. Hollywood like to say Reeves had 23. Yeah. Russell had 19. Anthony Davis had 17, and my man Walker the fourth had 13.
Lonnie Walker, Lonnie Walker.
So, hey, that's a good stat line.
He's gonna be key
right?
in Denver.
Then you flip it. You flip it to Golden State in that 6th game. Curry had 32. DiVincenzo had 16 off the bench. After Curry's 32, the rest of their starters only combined for 27 points. They combined for 27 points, all single-digit scores, and got their ass ran up out the gym by the Lakers.
Right.
So I was disappointed in that, but I get it. Those guys are a little bit, I ain't going to say banged up, but they're a little bit mature. I know LeBron is older than all them, but it's something going on with Steve Kerr and his rotations because my man Kuminga didn't get any burn really in the playoffs. And I think he could have been utilized in a better role than Draymond could have played. So I don't know where they're going to move going forward. But my hat goes off because I was definitely wrong because I know last week I said I had Phoenix and Golden State in the Western Conference Finals, and I effed that all.
Yeah, you blew that one.
I was wrong.
You blew that one big time.
I blew it big time, and I'm all right to admit that. So what do you think, Ray?
You know what? I want to be the last one to speak on this, and I'm just going. So I'm going to go out and go ahead and lay out the playoff scenario right now because we don't want to go in the past. We don't want to go in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and lay out the playoff picture right now. So in the West, we got the Denver Nuggets versus the LA Lakers. By the way, Lakers were a play-in team. Denver Nuggets is the number 1 seeded in the West. So that in itself is going to be interesting. And then in the East, we got the Boston Celtics, who's the number 2 seeded number 2 seeded team in the East against the Miami Heat, who was in the play-in situation, which, my boys, my second team, I'm a Laker fan, but I love the Hawks too. They blew it. And they blew. We're not even going to talk about them because I get so mad talking about them. But I'm still going to give a shout out to them. And then, you know, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be talking about everything that's happened in the NBA. But anyway, that's the playoff scenario right now. So I want to go around the board. And we're going to make this as quick as possible until I get to my awards, you know, to my awards to the NBA players, my own awards. Angelo, what you got?
So I think these are going to be a very interesting series on each side. Naturally, I think on the East, Boston is clearly the better team. It's going to be interesting if Jimmy Buckets can pull off another miraculous series. You know, they're definitely overachieving. The West is going to be interesting to see how Darvin Ham adjusts. Because you've gone from two very young running, gunning teams, you know, nonstop movement, to a basic, old school pick and roll. You know,
you talking about Denver?
Denver,
yeah.
Denver's old school.
But they young too, though.
They play totally different.
And they got Joker though, man.
That's what I'm saying. They pick and roll Joke all day long. I mean, they run the same 2-3 plays and they can't seem to stop them.
Right.
So it's gonna be interesting, the adjustments. And actually, I'm rooting for. Like I told y'all before, I'm a LeBron fan.
Right.
So,
and I'm representing right now. When it's my turn.
But I think it's going to be a very interesting series. I'm very curious to see how AD and Yoke. That's going to be a battle roll inside. This is a time where you wish the Lakers had one more big guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, need help.
Right.
Yeah, because this is going to be interesting.
Hollywood.
Well, I tell you this. My picks are simple. Y'all gonna pretty much ask me for lottery numbers next week because once this is all said and done, LA will still be the team. LA will be the champions. There's no need to look even in the East, and we're on the East side now. I love it. It's Lakers all day. I'm looking for Lakers to take everything. Now, if I had, I think they'll take Boston in 6 games.
No, Denver.
Denver. We'll beat them in 6 games. 2. I'm doing 6 and 6, and that's just because the media need to make a little bit more money because Ja messing up.
Okay.
So,
Okay, hold on, Angelo. Let's get back to you. I need your picks, bro. From where we at now.
Now I said I got the Lakers in Boston.
Lakers in Boston.
Yeah.
Lakers in Boston.
Yeah, I got Lakers in
Who
Boston.
you got, Hollywood?
Old school matchups.
Who you got
Lakers
right now? Because when we come back next Monday, I'm going to tell all y'all that lost your damn mind. But go ahead, Hollywood.
Lakers
Who you got?
Lakers beating Boston in 6.
Weightball.
I'm going with Lakers in Boston too. I'm gonna say that Boston series gonna go to Game 7. You know, just because
I like that pick.
they don't be they come to play some days and then they be taking off certain days and then they shoot too many 3-pointers, man. Everybody be camping out at the 3-point line. So when you do that, you gonna be 15% on 3-pointers for 2 or 3 of them games. You're gonna lose.
Right.
So they probably gonna go to 7. I think both of them will because the Lakers take off games too. And then Anthony Davis gonna have to figure out.
Fragile Davis. His name ain't Anthony Davis.
No,
he's Fragile Davis.
This year he's showing up though. He there and he playing.
He's
this
there
year.
right now.
I'm just saying he usually ain't there right now.
But
So,
he is Fragile Davis. And you're right. You're right,
rebounds,
Weightball.
and
You're right.
he
You're right,
defending the hell out
Weightball.
that paint.
You're right. Oh yeah.
He defending the hell out that paint. So
He's dominant
to me,
down
I'm like,
low.
it's his time to show I'm that man. Jokic, you ain't that man.
Right.
And if he take it personal and do that and be the black man that we all know we can be sometimes. I ain't saying it's a racist thing. I'm just saying I don't know where Joker's from. But Joker's from a poor white country probably. He probably had to, do some crazy stuff to just survive too. So
we gonna speak on Jokic just with my editorial. And he's part of my awards that I got an award for him. But anyway, Pete, who you got?
You know who I'm rolling with, man. I'm rolling with Boston. And I'm rolling with Denver.
So you like Boston and Denver?
listen what's going to happen. You know you playing with house money when you playing with Anthony Davis.
Right, you're
Jokic
right.
is going to fall down hard on Davis like Big Shirley used to fall down hard on Cole in March. He's going to break him. He's going to break him. He's going to break him like Big Shirley. And the Lakers is going to ride off to the sunset. And it might be 6 games, 4-2, Denver. But it's going to be Denver, Boston. Boston going to prevail. They're going to make up for what they couldn't finish last year. And they're going to be able to wave the flag and get their rings over the summer. So that's what I feel about it.
Okay, Unc Cern. As bad as I hate to make this prediction, because y'all see who I'm geared up with. I think Denver's got too much, man. I think, I think it's an even matchup, and it's gonna come down to Joker and Anthony Davis. Which one of those because we know what LeBron gonna do. We know what the rest of the players from Denver are gonna do. But Denver is like, whew, they steep, man, and they bench is steep. And I think, and I'm go ahead and make a bold prediction on this. Bruce Brown is gonna be a very impactful player on this series. He's going to be a very impactful player on this series. And excuse me. And he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. Bruce Brown is playing with a chip on the shoulder because nobody wanted him. So he went to Denver. Mark Malone. I think Mark is his first name, but I know his last name is Malone. And he told Malone, he said, "Man, come here. I got somebody for you. I got a position for you." As much as I hate to say it, and I'm hoping I'm wrong, I gotta go with Denver in the West. In the East, I'm not betting against Miami. I don't care how good Boston is. On paper, Boston should beat them in a 4-0 in the series. On paper. But my boy, what's Miami's head coach's name? Can y'all help me out?
Eric Spoelstra.
Eric Spoelstra. That boy ain't no joke.
He's a genius, man.
Yeah, he's a basketball genius, and he's going against a rookie coach. And like I said, Boston has far more talent. I mean, their talent is just off the chain. Way more than Miami's dealing with now. But Jimmy buckets. That's we can't deny him. We don't know about Tatum. Tatum had 52, and then he can turn around and hit 2. And I've seen this with Tatum. But I do know that I would say that Tatum is one of the top 5 players in the NBA. But I'll also say that Tatum will nut up in a minute. Him and Jaylen Brown. If those two nut up, and then you like, do you like Bam, oh Bam, Bam, come to play for me, and Bam, Bam has that capability too. He has that capability too. So I'm going, damn. This is the West, as much as I'm a Laker fan, the West is a lot easier for me than the East, than the East picks. But I'm going to go ahead and, I got to make this commitment. I'm going to go ahead and go with Denver and Boston. I think that's more of a sexy matchup anyway, as much as but
sexy. Denver and Boston's a sexy matchup.
I think it's sexy.
Man.
Yeah, I think that's more of a
them ratings gonna be so bad.
I want, we all want, who do we all want? We want the Lakers in Boston. That's who we all want to see.
So that sounds like the sexy matchup, the one that everybody want to see. Not the one that, you gotta watch with the lights off. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the sexy matchup from Denver. Like, come on, man. Don't nobody want to.
Ain't nothing sexy about that.
Right, ain't nothing sexy about that.
I'm surprised Unc come in here with Laker gear and pick Denver. I said, hold on, Unc.
That's because he couldn't find
what are
the
you
Denver
talking
gear.
What is he doing?
That was a shocker too. Hey, I got a question for the panel real quick though.
Yeah.
Did y'all realize this Final Four is the same Final Four that played in the bubble?
Exact same one.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Same Final
And
Four.
who won?
It's the
Lakers.
same. The Lakers won.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
Lakers beat Denver and Miami beat Boston in 2020. That's when we
So
had to stretch the season out.
so let me
correct.
Hollywood dogged me, somebody that came up in all my Laker gear and all that, and then I'm gonna pick Denver. You know, I just want to make sure I'm not a homer, and I'm trying to, you know, pick who I think that's actually gonna win it. Of course, I want my Lakers to win. Of course, I want my Lakers to win. But we're gonna move on because time restraint or whatever. So I'm gonna move on. You know, the NBA has a lot of awards or whatever. We got going on. Now we got the whole all hustle team. Where did that come from? The all hustle team. We got the all defensive team. But Unc got his own. He got his own awards that I want to present out there to the NBA players. So my first segment of this is, and I got a bunch of awards that I want to be able to give out, because if the NBA can do it, so can I. So can I. So I want to give out my awards for the all musty team. The top 5 musty players in the NBA. Now, listen, it's not that I think you're musty because I don't know you. I'm just calling my all musty team as far as when I look at you on TV, you're looking kind of musty to me. And that's all the sweat and all that. And again, I'm not saying you're musty. I'm just saying you're looking kind of musty to me.
Hey,
So
standing on it up 10 toes.
right. Number
Be
5.
unapologetic.
Number 5, and Pete helped me out with this one. Joker from Denver. You know what? Pete put something out to me that I didn't even know about. And he is from a European country, and I did. I spent some time as a vet in a European country, over in Germany.
Breaking news.
So I can kind of relate to this a little bit. But Pete, go ahead and tell me what you told me about Joker last night.
Joker does not take showers after the game. Whether they're on the road or whether they're at home. He gets dressed and he goes about his business because business is good. But yeah, Joker don't take showers, man. And as his teammates told on him about, I think it's last season or 2 seasons ago, they reported it when he won one of them MVP awards, and they reported on it. He don't get in like that. He's getting dressed and going to the pressers after and do his obligations with the press, and he's out the building. So yeah, he must.
I didn't even have Joker on my all musty team until you told me that last night. I'm like, man, you got to be on the whole musty team because he might be literally musty, And like I said, I'm not calling you. I'm not saying you're musty because I don't know none of y'all. But you all, I'm just going by your appearance. Number 4, Pat Beverly. Pat Beverly. You know what? You're looking musty, bruh. And you're looking musty because you probably got 30 uniforms in your damn closet that's musty anyway because we don't know what team you're going to be playing for in the next 4 or 5 months any damn way. So your uniforms got to be smelling musty. Maybe that's why don't nobody want to keep your ass on their team. You ever thought about that? And you got your own podcast out there, which I don't understand. But I'm welcoming you to my podcast. You did play for my Lakers at one time. So, not saying you musty, but you're looking kind of musty.
I will say that a nappy sideburns kind of make you think that they might be, when your sideburns nap up like that,
part of
it's an unkempt look, which you assume come with a smell to it. You assume a nappy sideburn got
that's
a
what I'm
smell.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like
I'm not
Anthony Hamilton
saying.
got them sideburns, but then he sings so good you would think he can't smell bad. But to me, Beverly and Anthony Hamilton got the similar
They got the same
sideburns. I don't know
and
what
then
it is.
and then you get out there watching them when they get that sweat on. You start thinking about. I'm old school. So you start thinking about stuff that's going on in your head. That's why I came up. It's just an award. Y'all getting all other kinds of awards, all hustle, all rookie, all that. But this just I want to give y'all some awards
I'm
too.
getting weird up in here. I'm talking about when they get all sweaty and musty. I mean, looking. I'm getting weird up in here, man.
All right, let's go ahead and continue. Number 3, Julius Randle, New York Knicks. Man, if you ain't the mustiest looking mug I ever seen in my life, especially when you going 0 for 50 in a game. And then, when you have a bad game, and I'm glad my Lakers got rid of you. When you have a bad game and you out there and shooting 0 for 40, a couple of years ago, I think I touched on this in my last show, or a couple of shows ago, when you came in and you got scared. Not only are you looking musty, you're looking scared too, bruh. And that's why Stephen A. was dogging hell out your ass. He was like, man, get rid of Julius Randle. And I think Stephen A. wanted to say it, but he couldn't say it because he's an ESPN analyst. He's rich, and all that. But I can say it. Julius, you're looking musty, and your game is bad in the playoffs. All right, let's move on.
Number
2, Joel Embiid. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
It's another one with a sideburn. He got. I'm telling you, it's them nappy sideburns.
I'm sorry, Joel. You get in, you looking fresh as hell at the jump ball by about the second quarter, bro. Especially when you had a bad game. Now, again, like I said, I don't think, I can't smell you through the TV. All I can say is you looking musty. And then you got that nappy dude going on too on top of that. And you're struggling. The first thing coming to Unc's mind is, damn, you looking musty as hell. But anyway, let's move on. The last, number one. I'm thinking everybody in here in the house going to agree with me on this one. Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Draymond Green.
I think you're saying dark-skinned people look musty too. Because other than the one Jokic who
come on, Weightball.
don't take showers. You know what I'm saying? You had to get information to add him and just figure out he don't even take showers. So but everybody else, dark skin, got nappy sideburns on occasion. Because even Draymond let it nap up on occasion.
Yeah.
Draymond Green. Anybody else want to add on to any honorable mentions on the all musty team? We got honorable mentions. Q Hollywood. You ain't got no musty boy.
I think Draymond would know who musty because he always grabbing balls and stuff. If anybody really knew who was musty down low, it would be Draymond.
Right, exactly. He just looked musty. I'm not saying you musty, Draymond. Trust me. I'm not saying, but man, you looking musty as hell. But go ahead, Hollywood.
I'm gonna go with my boy from the center from the Suns.
Yeah.
Honorable mention.
Andre.
Yeah.
I forgot about
DeAndre. Yeah, I don't know if the D or the Andre. Both of them sounds funky.
I forgot about
You
him.
talking about, yeah. He's real talk. Straight out of Mississippi.
So dark-skinned people look funky. Is what we saying.
That's coming to a conclusion.
Y'all keep on coming up with the next dark.
And he got sideburns.
And he got the nappy sideburns.
Hey, Hey, they had a still shot of them on the game the other day. I started scratching myself. I said, oh, hell no.
Angelo, you want to throw in that whole message? You got to be careful, though. Angelo got to be careful because he got too much going on here. I'm going to skip him on that one.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on the mustard.
I plead the fifth.
I shoot out Carl Anthony Towns, you know what I'm saying? He also got the same. I needed a light-skinned person, though. I wanted to at least represent for somebody that wasn't dark-skinned and still got the nappy sideburns.
Both.
Dennis Stroger looked much to me.
But yeah, he's one too. He's one too. So look, we can
I
go
think
ahead.
if you don't pass the paper bag test, you gonna look musty to this panel,
But
right?
that's a good one. Towns can look kind of musty too, and he light skinned too. So look, check this out. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. But before we get up out of here, I want to let everybody know what our theme is with this podcast and what Angelo got going on here. You know, I always want to close this with what Angelo does for our young black entertainers, our young comedians, old, young, everybody. You know, he's one that believes to give everybody an opportunity to show themselves. You know, to get out there. You know, we feel, and I feel with Angelo that you know, everybody just needs an opportunity. You know, we need to be able to, show what we got, show our talents, as well as, with me, with this podcast, I feel that, in me and our panel and everybody else feel that, we got it too. We can bring it too. We can bring the same thing that they're bringing. So why not us? So, and I feel, very confident in what we got going on here. We're just starting this podcast on point with Unc and Neph. We try to bring you a little sports perspective, try to bring y'all a little entertainment, and try to also bring you, the whole perspective, and give everybody a chance to go on and use this as a platform to be able to Bo told me to be careful with my words, so I don't want to say expose, but and he's right. He's right. What you say, Angelo? I gotta be careful. Bo, my boss, so I gotta be careful with what I say up here. But anyway, with that said, I want to bring on a crew. Real quick, and we're going to be up out of here, I already told them, y'all got 30 seconds on your plug. But anyway, I wanted them to be able to come up here and say, and this is another element of what we got going on down here at Uptown Comedy Corner. And these guys, and I asked them to come on the show because they were so good, and I want them to have an opportunity to, so they can, everybody can see who they were. I ain't even gonna keep talking. Go ahead, Hollywood, take over.
Hey, y'all. So
I'm gonna get out of the way.
All right, we go.
Weightball out of the way, everybody. Hey, I definitely appreciate this moment, Unc. Let me give it to you. This is what we do on Point Radio. With Unc and Neph. Low, he just left the stage. Y'all, so amazing, giving so many particular opportunities for black entrepreneurs like myself, coming out of South Carolina. Started off as a comedian, transitioned to a author, director, you name it, visionary, film director. Just a few weeks ago, we were able to, put on an amazing stage play called Left Me Standing at the Altar. Not only was good, we sold out and got invited to come back. And so it's a pleasure for me to get a chance to bring my team on. Y'all, come on. And I want them to talk a little bit about themselves, what we do as a unit, live music, comedy, real, raw, relatable content is one thing on stage, but they are amazing artists. Individually, we just come together to make one great unit. Boom, boom, boom. So, y'all, I'm going to take off. Schaefer Hollywood Harrington.
Go ahead, Takiyah.
Here you go again, Unc. Hey. I know y'all might be a little familiar with me, Takiyah Marie. I've had the pleasure to work with them all, and I would like you guys to introduce yourself, maybe say the role that you're playing and what you have going on.
Okay, well, my name is Drea Nicole. I'm an R&B soul singer, and the role that I play in the play is I'm the bride Tiara's mother. And I got a lot of different things going on, but you could tap in with me at Drea Nicole NYC on all social media, DREANICOLE, lower my name, NYC.
You got it, you got it.
All right, y'all. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm a little raspy today, so you're gonna have to forgive me. I'm Stony, but I played Amanda, the secret baby mom, well, the baby mom that disappeared. I got a lot going on. I'm an artist. I sing, I rap, I write. You can tap in with me at Yah, YAHITZNANISTONEY, and that's Yah Isnani Stony.
And I'm Frederick Walker, that funny guy Fred on Instagram. I'm an up-and-coming comedian. I'm also from South Carolina as well. And my character I play is John. I'm Sandra's husband, and I'm the bride's father.
That's my baby daddy, y'all.
Oh, yeah, the chemistry's on fire.
That's right.
And I'm the bride's best friend. I'm gonna play the role, so boom. I'll play two of them, but y'all, we gonna get out here. Unc finna kick us out.
Right, okay.
We
right.
ran past our 30 seconds.
Appreciate it.
He said 30.
Have a good one.
So before we get right out of here, I want to bring back Weightball, because I appreciate him coming on here. Weightball got a lot of things going on too. So Weightball, I'm gonna give you your chance and go ahead and let people know what you got going on.
Yeah, comedian Weightball. I got shows all throughout the world, but really every Sunday we do brunch right here at Uptown Comedy Corner. Sunday brunch 2 to 4, clean comedy, so the whole family can come out. Live music, free wine tasting for the grown-ups. So we turned up in there. Also, I got a whole new movie out on Tubi right now. Can't Get Right, spell right, R-I-T-E. And you're going to see me on the cover of the movie, and I'm in the movie. I'm deep. I got lines, no sex scenes in this one, but that's all right. It's coming. It's coming. Just wait for it. Wait for it. I done spoke it out there. It's manifesting. It's on its way.
Okay. Thanks, Weightball. I appreciate you being here. So we're going to close out with that. Hey, guys, like I said, we try to give everybody an opportunity to get it out here and let everybody know what's going on. So.
Say bye to your partner.
Oh, yeah. And I want to, thanks, Bo. So, Pete,
What's up,
you
Bo?
still with us?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for being there. Pete a regular. He don't give a damn about no exit interviews and none of that. Pete be on here every week.
Yes, I do.
So, Pete, my co-host,
Hey.
that's my boy, So I do want to go ahead and close out with, hey guys, y'all can reach me on my YouTube channel. Just make sure you go on the YouTube, On Point with Unc and Neph. Give me a like, give me a share, give me a subscribe. And just let you know, a lot of people don't know what subscribe mean because I didn't know. You ain't got to pay for a subscription. You just need to go on and hit subscribe. That's just going to help us out. We are all helping out with each other, bro. So at that said, thank you, Bo Peak, my producer. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Angelo, for the opportunity. And we are out of here. Tune in next week. On Point with Unc and Neph.
Doses, baby.